Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the third episode of Kemurikusa. So last episode we have made a big decision to leave the island to try to find, a better place pretty much. And yeah, I don't really have much more to say about the last episode than that. I am glad that I'm not the only one that takes issue with Wakaba's character. I do think he's a big detriment to the show. I'm hoping that they at least tone down that character for this episode. Like last episode it was really bad. I just as long as they just keep his screen time to a minimum, I could probably handle watching the show. But I guess we'll see. This episode, I'll decide whether or not I'm gonna continue watching this show. But let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Very weird way to move, but it beats walking. Delegating the work. Yeah, that's how you would do that. Well, I can tell. Oof. Oof. Well, if you'd stop being so annoying, maybe we let you see things. Like you can see quietly. Trust me, it's possible. Ryu-kun, yeah. I've really paid attention enough before, I guess, but I'd never noticed that yeah thing that she does. That sounds like it was a fun day. I hope so. Water is important. Well, we have a meat shield we can use if things get too bad. Have faith in yourself, Rin, like Ritsu does. I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that tentacle movement system. It's just... And yeah, the opening. The opening was great too, so... Turn the volume up a bit. uh... Oh man, the song is just so good. And this part here kind of reminds me of a certain part of Kimono Friends opening. If you know the part I'm talking about. I like how her ears glow and, instead of the eyes. Endless agony. It wouldn't be endless agony if we just get rid of that character. What are you doing back there? Oh, that's cute. It's a shame he's in the way. I know, right? Huh. I bet. But are you as Kashkoi as an owl? That's the question. I guess you are. Really? That's impressive. You guys are amazing. Just all it would take is one push, somebody. Oh wow. Well, there we go. Oh. Oh right, he's attached to a rope. We were so close. We were so close to improving the show. But that one rope, it just wouldn't let it happen. So did I. So did I. But we can't always get what we want. Well, that's a shame. Oof. Rina's great. The fog is pretty cool, though. Well, I guess we stop here. Okay, this should be interesting. It's such a unique way of transporting, though. That's really cool. So slow, though. Okay. That's good. Now set her back down. Yes. Was she rubbing her butt right there? Because that's what it looked like. That's really what it looked like. I mean, I'm okay with that. Just sisters should get along well. That amusement park does not seem very amusing. I didn't expect it. Ooh. Ai-chan. Oh, that's cool. Let's hope for Island 4. Are you okay, Ritsu? I don't want you to die next. I would take issue with that. Ugh. Do we need to give her like a mask? Stop checking her ass out, Bakaba. What'd I just tell you, man? I don't think I've ever heard a girl say that sentence before. My leaves aren't that dry. Let's fill up. Okay, bottoms up. Let's drink mine as well. You not have like normal cups or bottles? Because you'd think you'd spill a lot like on you drinking it that way. Yeah, so they very much are like plants, the way they need water. Oh wow, they drink a lot. And they're also camels. Do we have to waste water on him? I guess if we have to give him water, whatever. I knew they were going to comment on that. Humans don't need quite as much water. At least not at one time. You usually want to spread it out a bit more. Okay. Take that rocket and fly. Come on, Rena. An amusement park. Yeah, population seems to have declined a bit. Guessing they died. Really? Wow, don't be a baby. That looked so much worse at first. What are you eating? Did you have to? Yeah. Yeah, let's not insult Riku. Where did you pull that from? Sure. Yeah, do you not? Oh, okay. So that's where babies come from. uh... Yeah. He wouldn't be helpful because he's never seen this stuff before at all, so... Yeah, don't stick weird things in your mouth. Yeah, especially that. No, that's just you. He also repeats himself a lot. Well, they're adorable, so makes sense. I wonder if I actually will meet any new people, like maybe a group of blue-haired characters. Yeah, what kind of human has red blood? That'd be just ridiculous. What now? You're fighting more weird stuff, aren't you? His Kemurikusa senses. Are you going to eat it? He seriously did. I... Don't do it. Leave putting weird things in his mouth to him. Do you guys not smell things? What was that? The amount of title drops in this show. Uh... Yeah, we have no use for it, so just you have it. Why not? Would she? I wish I could have seen them. But first you have to have a problem, don't we? Oh. Oh, things are just coming down. Well, we should probably get moving. Yeah. Uh, and he falls to his death. No, we're gonna rescue him, aren't we? Why must you tease me so much, show? Why? Ooh. You were so close. It would have been a sacrifice worth having. Whatever that thing was he was holding. It was pretty scary. Just to give me hope and take it away. It looks important. And you were rubbing it earlier, so... So that was the point of showing the scene for rubbing it like she was rubbing a butt? Okay. Because that scene did seem a bit out of place at the time, so... I guess we just had to shoehorn that in. Yeah, you could say that. That darn poison. It's obviously some kind of Kemurikusa thing. Now we can see the ED. Shows 6 characters there. I wonder if a couple of them are like, what were their names? Riku and Ryoko? And they're disappearing one by one, which is a bad sign. Yeah, I probably shouldn't pay attention to that because that's probably gonna spoil the order of deaths. Because there was an anime that did that with the ED. It was not Inuyashiki, Judy Tyson that did that. So I guess what the green one's supposed to be. Okay, well, that was the 3rd episode of Kemurikusa. So, this episode, obviously we are continuing to move to the, go to the other islands to see what we can find. Water mostly. That's the important thing because the show definitely has a plant theme to it. Kemurikusa, plants, leaves, like just it's all, you need water for these things. So that's what we're trying to work towards, and we just continue to have Wakaba just look around, say, just be all excited over every little thing, you know, oh my god, that, oh my god, this, oh my god, that. It was pretty satisfying when they just jumped on him to shut him up and commented on how annoying he was, basically. So I appreciated those little bits there from our arena girls. So, you know, I definitely do like all the red-haired girls in the character in the show. You know, I decided I'm not gonna let Wakaba ruin the show for me. I love everyone else so much that I'm gonna just try to focus on that, you know, and see how it goes. And yeah, that'll be that. But yeah, we're definitely getting some more lore of the world. You know, they keep referencing characters that aren't around anymore, like, you know, Ryuko, whatever her name was, and Riku. Ryoko was the scientist, the smart one, you know, and Riku was not, and they butt heads a lot. But yeah, and apparently the Rinas at least reproduce in a interesting way. Like they just eat random stuff and it's interesting. The more they talk about this stuff, the more it's becoming apparent that these red-haired girls really aren't human. You know, like they say things like, "You have red blood. You're obviously not a human." So obviously, there's something happened there where these red-haired girls could be an artificial creation of some sort, you know, to try to survive in this world, to fight against the red bugs. I don't know. It's all probably connected in some way. Still plenty of questions to wonder about. But yeah, just, you know, like, why does Ritsu have cat ears? You know, that's a big question I have, you know, right off the bat. But hopefully we get more answers as we go along. But it is weird how the Rena girls just eat random stuff. Like, are they the only ones that do that, I guess? Because the others didn't seem to really be a big fan of any of that, you know, not wanting them to eat random stuff, and Rin not wanting them to eat what Wakaba suggests, you know. But Wakaba apparently also likes to eat random stuff. He just eats the different Kemurikusa stuff, which smells good to him. And they were heavily implying that, you know, the Rin sisters can't smell, you know. So yeah, there's quite a bit of differences there. So I would like to learn more about all that stuff. The show is pretty good at how it handles world building, which Kimono Friends was as well. Kimono Friends did world building very, very well. And this show does do it pretty well as well, you know. But you know, I felt like Kimono Friends did a little bit better, but that's to be expected. But you know, we're moving along, trying to find water, trying to stay alive, trying not to have things collapse. In two separate occasions, you had Wakaba almost fall to his death, so I do feel like they're just teasing me at this point, you know, because they're clearly aware of how annoying Wakaba is, because they have the Rena sisters making comment on him being so noisy, you know, so that tells me they're at least aware that this character is annoying, but they're just teasing me by making me believe they're gonna get rid of him, but no, they never do. The second time he fell, it was deliberate in order to grab something that was clearly important to Rin. We don't know what it is, it probably has a lot of sentimental value. Again, we'll get answers to that later, I guess. But yeah, we did have a scene where she was like rubbing it, which I thought was really weird at the time. Because of its placement, it kind of looked like she was rubbing, you know, Ritsu's butt. You know, I knew she wasn't, but it just looked so much like it. I had to kind of comment on that. But it was a really weird scene. I was like, what is she doing? Why? What? But later on, it was revealed that the only reason for that scene was so we could have the later scene where Wakaba knows that it's important. That's literally the only reason why she randomly rubbed it, you know. It was all kind of weird. But, you know, it's fine. Fine. I do kind of hope we get flashbacks to some of the characters that we keep referencing, you know, like Riku and all that. That would be nice. We don't have to have that, you know. I don't think we will because of just how much they've talked about it. Because not every show likes to utilize flashbacks, so definitely people that view them as lazy. So if they're doing this much actually talking, you know, as a form of showing you the audience about what they are, I don't think they'd go with the flashback route. I'd be okay with either, really, but it'd be cool to see them, you know, get a better idea of what they're about. And yeah, the girls just chug down all the water very quickly, you know, another example of them being very different than Wakaba. But yeah, the girls clearly are not regular humans, that much is blatantly obvious. And I wonder what will come of Wakaba just eating these random Kemurikusa. Will he develop his own powers? Are these girls, like, are they a result of when he eats enough of it, will he become something similar to them, but like a different, maybe different color, different type? I don't know. But clearly something must happen from that, because they're just giving him these random Kemurikusa that he wants and is should supposedly make use of, so I'm interested to see how that goes, what comes of that. And we do continue to get our Rin blushing, lovey-dovey moments, which I could do without personally. But the running poison joke is funny, though. I do like that. But, yeah, that's about it. They clearly don't know what an amusement park is. Wakabe doesn't seem to know what happened to humanity. And that's a good question, though. You know, what exactly did happen? I don't think we talked about that too much. We just found out these girls were born on Island 1, and, you know, we haven't seen anyone else really around, so it's definitely questionable how many other people are around. You know, the show does kind of remind me a little bit of Last Tour, what was the show called? Last Tour Girls, something like that. Something like that. You probably know the show I'm talking about, but how they wander around, they're not really sure how many people are around, but they occasionally meet somebody, so I assume we'll do that as well, maybe meet a new person every once in a while. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe they could give us a new perspective on things. Someone that's born on a different island. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, I'll probably continue watching the show. Like I said, I don't want to let Wakabe ruin the show for me. So I'm going to do my best to just finish watching it. But expect me to rag on him a lot going forward. I'm sure some people will stop watching my reactions because they take issue with that, but that is the reality. I'm going to keep doing that. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.